Conspiracy theories. We all know about them, right? Whether it's the moon landing, secret societies, or flat Earth, there's no shortage of wild ideas floating around. And it's not just some fringe group. These theories tend to spread like wildfire, even among people who you'd think wouldn't buy into them. So, what's the deal? Why do we love conspiracy theories so much? I mean, think about it. There's something oddly comforting about believing there's some grand secret hidden behind the curtain, right? Like the idea that the government or some powerful group is secretly pulling the strings explains a lot of the chaos in the world. It's almost like the world makes more sense if you believe there's a big bad behind everything. And honestly, there's something kind of thrilling about it, like you're part of a secret club that sees the truth when no one else does. But here's the thing. As fun as these theories can be, they often tap into our deepest fears. Like, we don't always trust the people in charge, so when something goes wrong, it's easier to believe it's intentional rather than just a series of messed up events. Conspiracy theories fill in the gaps for us, offering an explanation when the real truth just seems too boring or complicated. You don't have to look far to see how these ideas can spiral out of control either. We've all heard the ones about world leaders being part of a shadowy cabal, or that 9/11 was planned by the government, or even that the COVID-19 pandemic was some kind of scheme. One of the reasons these things take off is because they often start with a kernel of truth. Maybe something doesn't add up, or there's a little bit of mystery to a historical event, and suddenly people start to fill in the blanks. If you dig deep enough into any major event, you'll find some weird details, and if you've ever been down a rabbit hole online, you'll know how easy it is to get sucked in. Once you start questioning one thing, you start to question everything, right? Another thing that fuels conspiracy theories is the internet. It's like the perfect breeding ground for them. Anyone can create content, share it, and get it to go viral. It's also a place where people with similar beliefs can find each other, no matter how far-fetched their ideas are. You get these online communities where everyone just reinforces each other's beliefs, whether they're about aliens, the Illuminati, or whatever else. It can be hard to tell the difference between what's legit and what's pure fiction, especially when you've got influencers and experts spinning these elaborate stories. And let's not forget about confirmation bias. This is when you only seek out information that supports what you already believe. So, if you're someone who thinks that the government's hiding the truth, you'll be more likely to click on articles and videos that confirm that belief. It's like finding a piece of the puzzle that makes everything else fit, even if it doesn't actually fit the bigger picture. But here's where it gets interesting. At the end of the day, conspiracy theories are kind of a reflection of us. They say something about the way we process uncertainty, fear, and trust. They highlight how easy it is to fall into the trap of thinking we know the real story, even when we don't. And let's face it, sometimes it's just more fun to imagine the world as some big mysterious puzzle to solve. Now, I'm not saying we should just brush all conspiracy theories off as nonsense. Sometimes the official story doesn't add up, and there are definitely cases where things are hidden or misrepresented. But it's important to take a step back, look at the evidence, and not let the wildest, most extreme ideas take over. Ultimately, these theories play on our natural curiosity and skepticism, and they give us a way to feel like we have control over a world that sometimes seems out of control. Conspiracy theories will always be around, and maybe we'll never fully understand why they've become such a big part of our culture, but it's something worth thinking about for sure.